What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another MLB High Five video with your boy. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully, everybody had an amazing Monday and an amazing weekend. Drop a like down below, comment anything in the comment section, and enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I'm going to be doing every single week on this channel just because I love y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, all that good stuff. You know the drill. Now, as you can see, I am on the Greenlight Optimizer. You get this with all access at greenlightdfs.com. So you have this, you have the tools, you have all that good stuff. You have our prize picks, all that. We are going for 10 days in a row of profit on prize picks. That is incredibly hard to do. Okay? uh, first off, the streaks that we've gone on in DFS have been, crazy as well. They've changed the game. Like nobody has gotten close to the length of streaks that we've gone on cashing in DFS. Like I believe 16 or 17 is our record in a row, and I don't know if that will ever be broken again. But 10 in a row on prize picks might also be a record. It is incredibly hard to profit um, that consistently at sports betting, but we've really gotten locked in. The tools at Greenlight DFS, the process that I've been using to pick the players and all that stuff has just been locked in. I've been feeling great about it, and I'm just super excited about the potential here, man. Because as you guys know, we've been playing DFS for a long time. I've been doing this for what, 6 years, probably doing videos, running Greenlight DFS, probably about 6 years now. You guys know how it is. You have up times, you have down times, and you just ride the wave of sports betting in general, and that how it is for the most part on everything. But the goal is at the end of the year to be up, plain and simple. That's your end goal at the end of the day. There's a lot of different people in this industry who want to act like they never lose, and oh my god, I got the secret weapon and all that good stuff. All it is just who works harder than who. That's all it is. Who studies more than who? Who puts the best players in the best spots? Because at the end of the day, it's like the World Series of Poker, right? At the World Series of Poker, the best players in the world make it to the end every single time almost. I mean, the best players pretty much get to the finale every single time. If this stuff was luck, that wouldn't happen. There is some form of luck in DFS, but at the end of the day, it's the process. It's the way that you do it, the how much effort you're actually putting in. What do you really want to do in this? And for me, it's about helping other people because I understand that. I mean, we all know life sometimes can be difficult. Everybody goes through things, whether you're going through, hardships and financially, you're going through hardships within your relationship, you're going through hardships and whatever. Everybody goes through things, and I understand that what I do, the what I bring to the table is I'm able to not only help people financially, but I'm able to put a smile on people's face sometimes where it might not be there. You feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, regardless of what people think of me and who they think of who I am as a person, is up to them, because at the end of the day, all that matters is my family and what they think of me, and my supporters who really know me and have talked to me and what they think of me, and that's all that matters to me. But at the end of the day, from somebody who has gone through anxiety, all that stuff. If you've listened to my Real Talk podcast that I did a while back, I went through anxiety. I went through a whole lot. I was homeless. I went through a whole lot in my life. You know what I'm saying? I stayed focused. I knew that that's not the life I wanted to live. I stayed positive, and things worked out for me in the end. And that's the whole thing for me is I built my way up from the bottom. And anybody going through things, there's always ways to get out of it. There's always ways to improve. Never think that you're stuck in that position. And at the end of the day, what I do can not only help people in a financial rut, but can also put a smile on people's face and just give them that entertainment that they need, and really make their days at times. So I really, really love that, and I really love that what I'm able to do is able to contribute to people's happiness and really change lives. Because I mean, week 5 of NFL a few years ago when I won $70,000, it wasn't just me winning $70,000. There's other members who split 70K with me. You know what I'm saying? And $70,000 to them changed their life. You know what I'm saying? And so, stuff like that, and really making a major impact in people's lives is my focus, and that's my end goal. At the end of the day, my own personal income doesn't really matter to me like that. It's about what I love and doing what I love and helping other people. And at the end of the day, regardless of what people want to think of me, That is what it is. All right. Anyways, let's get straight into it. But anyways, I got on a little rant because honestly, it's pretty unbelievable that we're going for 10 in a row tonight. All right, we're going for 10 in a row on Prize Picks tonight, baby. Let's get it. Let's keep it hot. Let's go ahead and get straight into this DFS. I really want to take down paired up with it, baby. So let's make it legendary. All right, starting off first thing. So let's start over at the pitching spots. Oh, by the way, the NFL early bird season deal is on the site. It is discounted right now. I'm not sure how much is discounted off. I think maybe something close to $100. That is discounted for the NFL season right now. Make sure you go jump on that. We offer a lot of stuff for NFL. We do the all of the showdowns around the main. We do the main, all that good stuff. We're going to be adding Prize Picks to it this year, and as you know, that's been incredibly huge for us. So super excited about the season. So go grab that early bird deal. I think I'm probably going to keep it discounted for about a week, maybe two, maybe, but probably about a week. So go grab your season deal and let's get locked in. Let's get it. So here we go. At pitcher, there's so many ways to go, man. So many ways to go on this slate, y'all. All right, we have Yu Darvish, great spot against Colorado on the road. We got Gausman, who has been really solid on the road in Tampa Bay, pitcher-friendly ballpark. Corbin Burns against Pittsburgh. I don't have to explain that. Spencer Strider is going to be the first guy I'm going to lock in. Spencer Strider has been one of the best pitchers in the entire league, and they refuse to price him that way. Spencer Strider, I wish he was at home, sure, and Philly hasn't been striking out a ton lately, but at the end of the day, Strider is just another level. This dude is amazing. I'm super happy that Atlanta has this because, I mean, I've just been waiting for us to get that elite pitcher. Like, Fried and these guys are decent. You know, Ian Anderson and guys have potential later on, but this guy came in and just made a bang immediately. His numbers are fantastic. He is just amazing. And at 8.3, he just gives you an elite level pitcher at too cheap, in my opinion. They just refuse to price him appropriately, so I'm starting off with him. DeGrom, we don't know about any type of limit or anything that's going to be going on there. I believe he's been out for a while, right? I mean, let me see. He should be on some type of limit. Yeah, I would imagine he'd be on some type of limit. They're not going to push him too hard. At 10.3, I'm not going to be playing much of him. Lucas Giolito at 6.8 is another guy that I have a ton of interest in. Tristan Mckenzie against Arizona is another guy I have a ton of interest in. Mckenzie and Giolito both at home versus teams that are striking out a good bit versus righties. Good spot for both of these guys as well. The problem is Mckenzie's 9.8, which is why I haven't projected lower, because at 9.8 his value's not really there. The price is too high, and I don't really want a ton of people popping with him in GPPs, because at 9.8 you just probably don't want him too much of him. But Strider is the guy to go there, and then I'm gonna pair him up with Corbin Burns. I know, as you can see, I have Darvish projected higher, and who knows, as the day goes on I might side that way because Colorado is bad on the road. Or Gausman, who knows, man. I'm gonna lock in for the rest of the day on this to choose pitcher, because it's gonna be a tough decision getting your pitching right today. But yeah, I'm gonna side with Burns, because we just know he's like, Strider and Burns are like 1 and 2 in CSW percent, called strike plus whip, which means the ball is being pitched in the strike zone. Guys just aren't able to hit it. Both these guys have just been fantastic, and their stuff is just working very well, and both have good matchups. And Burns is against the highest strikeout team in the entire league, and he's also the best pitcher in the league. So you pair those two things up, the upside is ridiculous. And yeah, so I'm going to go Strider and Burns as my two pitchers that I like today. Now let's switch over to hitters. A couple first basemen that I was going back and forth with. I'm going to go ahead and lock the guy that I'm going with officially in my high five, and that's going to be Daniel Vogelbach. Now, before he was traded to the Mets, we know what Daniel was, right? He was a hit-or-miss guy. He's going to strike out a million times, or he's going to hit a home run. This dude's got a good amount of power, and as of late, he has been the best. Over the last month or so, he's been the best batter versus right-handed pitching on this Mets squad. And on top of that, Abbott, the pitcher for Washington, I mean, this total for the Mets makes complete sense. It's the second highest total on the entire slate, if not tied for the highest total on the entire slate. As I started looking into it to kind of see and try to understand why, this spot, Abbott is just not good. Okay, when it comes to his struggles so far, it's not a huge sample size, but he has really struggled versus lefties, giving up over 3 home runs per nine. He has really had struggles versus left-handed bats. So Nemo, McNeil, Vogelbach, Lindor, all of these guys are fantastic options. The righties are fine too, because like I said, this dude doesn't seem like a very good pitcher in general, and he's not very good versus righties either. But against lefties, he is atrocious. So I really want to take advantage of some lefties, some good priced lefties in this high total. And Vogelbach is a guy that sticks out to me. I wish he was when I first thought Vogelbach, or I'm gonna say Daniel because I don't know how the hell to say his name. Okay, his last name. Daniel popped into my head, right? And I'm like, oh shit, he plays for the Mets now. He's a lefty. He should be in this lineup. Let me check him out. I look at him and I was hoping he was going to be in the 2K range, and I was going to be like, oh yes. But they are pricing him up because the spot is tremendous and they kind of noticed it. And the total for Vegas is pretty high, and that's kind of how they pick that stuff. But one spot that is sneaky, guys, I'm putting Vogelbach in the high five, but one spot's really sneaky is going to be righties for Baltimore. Ryan Mountcastle is 2.9. Now the Vegas total is not very high for Baltimore, which I believe is a mistake. They're too low on Baltimore today. Spencer Howard has been horrible at home, especially at home versus righties, but at home versus lefties, he's bad versus both. I mean, he gives up a ton of power. Guys just get on base. Guys just shell this dude, plain and simple. Okay, so lefties and righties of Baltimore, if you want to stack them up, especially if it's looking like they're going to be low owned, go for it, because that is a huge possibility stack tonight. I wanted to talk about Mountcastle because I was debating between the two. I didn't need any more money. If you need almost $1,000 from Vogelbach, then go right ahead. After I put my high five in, I still had plenty of money, so I didn't really feel the need to have to drop Vogelbach. But these drop Daniel. But these are the two guys that I really like at first base, and either one will be fine. Vogelbach, like I said, in a great spot. Vegas loves that in Mets total. I do expect them to put a lot of runs up in him to be a part of that. We know the type of power he has as well. He could double dong, no doubt. Ryan Mountcastle hasn't been the greatest as of late, hasn't been the most consistent bat as of late, but this is a spot that I could see him really bouncing back in a big way here against this righty, Spencer Howard, who struggles bad versus righties, but it's versus righties and lefties. He gives up like over a 7 FIP to lefties and righties both. And the home runs, like over 3 home runs per 9 versus righties, over 2 home runs per 9 versus lefties. It's not good at all. So, Cedric Mullins, Santander, Mountcastle, all these guys. What's his name? The catcher, Adley. That dude too. He's priced up over 5K though, so I'm not playing him. But at the end of the day, at only 2.9 on this Baltimore team, Ryan Mountcastle is a guy that I really like for value. All right, let's move on. My next bet that I really love is going to be, obviously, play Aaron Judge if you can. I'm not going to put him in the high five because it's just that obvious at this point. Yeah, you play him if you can. Christian Yelich. Now, speaking of guys sucking versus lefties, Bryce Wilson at home in Pittsburgh versus lefties has been atrocious. Been one of the worst pitchers in the league versus lefties at home. Christian Yelich, we all know how good he is. He's actually been really good as of late too, and they have him too cheap at 4.6, plain and simple. So I'm not going to waste too much of your time and keep talking about this. It's pretty obvious why that's the play. Going back to the Mets, I do like some spots for the Mets, and like I said, they're all lefties. Brandon Nemo in the outfield at 4.9. Not only has Nemo been hot as of late, him and Vogelbach have. Why do I keep insisting to say his last name? I know I'm butchering it. Him and Daniel have both been the best Mets. Daniel, and Lindor have been the best Mets hitters on this team versus right-handed pitching. And this dude struggles versus lefties. So take advantage of this. And Vegas agrees. So not only does the stats tell you that this is the spot, but Vegas also agrees to it. Now, the spot that Vegas does not agree with, that they are slipping on, and it might adjust, who knows, is Baltimore. Like I talked about before, Baltimore, all right? I do like Baltimore guys. But that's pretty much the high five, man. I've been talking for a long time, I feel like. Spencer Strider, Corbin Burns, Daniel Vogelbach, just Daniel, Christian Yelich, and Brandon Nemo is the high five. That still leaves you at over 3,500 per spot. We should have some other great value to add in as well. I really am excited for this slate, man. Is Mountcastle 2-position eligible? No, just first. Okay. Yeah, because I really love Mountcastle, man, but I love Vogelbach. Oh my God, I love Daniel too. So, really trying to keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at the best value batters that they love. By the way, my favorite prize picks were posted last night again, and we grabbed some amazing value. If you're going to play the prize picks with greenlightdfs.com, make sure you grab your membership the night before once I announce that you're able to. Normally around 9 p.m. or so, 9 or 10 p.m. Central, our website is updated for the next day. So you can go get your package at that time. That way, when I post the updated prize picks, when they drop the new lines at like 11 or 12, you're able to go grab them before they adjust. Because 3 of the 4 that I posted last night have adjusted and gone up already. And so that is the benefit of grabbing them early. All right. Because as soon as the slate starts, I start locking in on the prize picks for the next day. So I have a fantastic idea of what pitchers I like and what number I like them at. So when prize picks drops, I immediately can look at them and be like, okay, this guy's at 5.5. No, I have him over that. This guy's at 4.5. Oh, yes, that's a lock. This guy's at this. You know what I'm saying? And I can immediately pick him and get him in quick before anything adjusts. And that is the key. And that has been the key the last 10 days. So I'm excited to keep it going, man. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Go grab your membership at greenlightdfs.com. Plain and simple. Let's just get this money. That's it. Let's stack up. NFL season's coming up. Incredibly excited about that as well. Let's get this money, y'all. I'm out. Peace.